Thanks for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. It's a weather action day, a reminder to stay safe as we brace for another day of dangerously hot temperatures. We are under an excessive heat warning, and over the next 7 days, we are going to get some sizzling hot temperatures and likely some record-breaking heat as well. As you look at the valley heat risk, it's in the very high range today, and so that means we are all at risk under these conditions. High pressure in control, that is what's trapping in the heat, and that ridge of high pressure not breaking down anytime soon. So with that ridge in place, our temperatures will stay sizzling hot, and it looks to be the case through the next 7 days at least. So our excessive heat warning has been extended through Saturday night now. That does include the entire Phoenix metro, southwest Arizona, southeast Arizona under that excessive heat warning until 7 o'clock on Saturday night, and northwest Arizona under that warning through Friday night. But notice even some of the lower elevations through Yavapai County under a warning until Friday night. Also the lower elevations of the Grand Canyon, where we could see temperatures reach upwards of 110 degrees. The higher elevations, of course, in the 90s. And that's why you'll notice that there is a heat advisory posted for spots like Flagstaff, even Prescott, some of the higher terrain in our state, because those temperatures also very warm for those areas. And you'll notice too that heat advisory stretches all the way into the White Mountains. Today, Phoenix will likely climb close to, if not hit, 120 degrees this afternoon. That forecast, 120, would also break the record for today, which, by the way, is 116. We set that back on this date last year. So again, forecasting 120 degrees for Phoenix today, 120. Tomorrow, 118, likely a record breaker too. By Thursday into Friday, we finally start to drop below records, but we will still be above 110, between 110 and 115 Thursday, Friday, and as we head into the weekend. Something else to note, though, we are tracking the chance of some thunderstorms over the higher terrain off to our east. These storms may not be big rainmakers, but they could send some high clouds our way, and those high clouds could certainly hold that temperature down a bit, meaning we don't make it to 120, so that'll be worth watching. I do still think we're going to likely top out at 120 this afternoon, but again, it'll be worth watching those storms. Plus, we've got to watch those storms for another reason. I want to show you this. Futurecast U of A model wanted to show you those winds coming out of those storms will likely kick out and move into some of our desert areas here this afternoon. You'll notice those winds could get strong over some of those open desert areas here as we go into mid-afternoon and this evening. Those winds then could kick up some dust, and that dust could certainly impact spots like Casa Grande and spots to the southeast. And we'll have to keep a close eye on them in some of the southeast valley locations too. Spots like Queen Creek, possibly getting some of those gusty winds. And again, wouldn't completely rule out that dust as those storms off to our east kick out some of those strong outflow winds. So because of that dust threat, there is a blowing dust advisory that will be in effect across southeast Pinal County down into Pima County too. That in effect from 3 o'clock this afternoon through 8 o'clock here this evening. Watch for blowing dust, possibly some reduced visibilities in those areas just southeast of the valley. Not likely that we'll see any rain, though, certainly not here in the Phoenix metro. It looks like we're going to stay dry still for the next 7 days. Now, in addition to the heat, in addition to the dust advisory, we're also under an ozone high pollution advisory. That ozone high pollution advisory extended now through tomorrow. So bad air quality, it is sticking around. If you've got respiratory issues, you may want to limit your time outdoors. 119 for a high in Glendale. Ahwatukee looks to top out at 118, 119 in Queen Creek, but we could hit 120 in Laveen, Goodyear, and Peoria, and also Phoenix Sky Harbor. Out to our west, we're looking at temperatures in 122 in Bullhead City, 121 at Lake Havasu, and 121 in Quartzsite. Sedona nearing 110 this afternoon, and Flagstaff coming in just 1 degree shy of their record. Forecast there 94 degrees. Overnight tonight, not a whole lot of relief from the heat. In fact, tomorrow morning we may not even drop into the 80s. Today, with as hot as it'll be, it's going to take a while for us to cool off overnight. Plus, if we have any lingering clouds, that's going to hold up our temperatures. So tomorrow morning, we're talking lows in the upper 80s to low 90s valley-wide. So stay safe. Do your best to stay cool. Today's high 120, tomorrow 118. By Thursday, we do see that temperature drop a bit, again below record levels, but still above 110 every single day through the weekend. Our excessive heat warning expires Sunday night. Monday, still sizzling hot at 110 degrees.